Hey everybody! Today we're going to take this old frame, used to be a wall picture, and we're going to repurpose it into a tray. We're going to paint it out and we're going to put some cute graphics on it, and then we're going to style it out in a couple different ways that can be used in anybody's house. As a side note, this was a picture that came from Big Lots.
It was.
And it used to say, "Welcome to the biatch," something that was not discovered until it had been in the house for at least a year. But just as a side note, kind of funny.
So this is a great place to go to Big Lots to find things like this because you can repurpose them, upcycle it. Like she said before, this was a wall hanging that we are now going to turn into a tray. So first we're going to sand it out just to kind of get all this stuff off of it. Just smooth it up some. And I prefer to use these sanding blocks. It makes it a little bit easier. Just to kind of get this yucky stuff off of it.
Smooth it out a little bit. Yeah, take off the rough edges.
It doesn't have to be perfect because we are going to paint it. But just like I said, just gotta get some of this yucky stuff off of it. And because it was a wall hanging, I'll just point this out, we did go ahead and pull out the hangers here and go ahead and put some fill in it just to kind of smooth that out some so you don't see that.
I'm just gonna clean it up a little bit, get the excess dust off before we paint it out.
It's really important to do that because if you don't take that extra step and you go ahead and start to paint this, you're gonna have some sawdust in your paint and it's gonna make it kind of lumpy and not look the best that it could.
Just gonna clean this off. This is a little silicone mat that I put down over the surface in hopes that we don't get paint sticking to the desk and everything else. I'm just gonna pull it off and brush it off and brush this off. And then we're ready to paint.
All right, so we went ahead and put a coat of black paint on this just to kind of cover up these words a little bit because we are going to paint the tray white. If you were going to upcycle something like this that you got from Big Lots and it did have the words on it, if you didn't go ahead and do that first or sand it down really good, those words are going to kind of come back through your paint. So that's what we went ahead and did here.
So today we're going to paint it out with some of this home decor gray and some Waverly matte white, the chalk paints.
And you got this at Walmart, right?
And I got these at Walmart, yes.
Yeah,
so do you want it gray with white accents or white with gray accents? It can be done either way.
Yeah. This tray, I think we're going to go ahead and do it white with some gray accents.
Okay.
And it's good when you're doing trays like this, as we'll show you guys later on, to use colors that you can decorate in any style. They're going to be a little bit more versatile. And we'll show you later on some different ways that you can dress it up and make it your own, but it is good to kind of use colors that, don't you think, that are neutral.
Yes, yes.
And I personally really like the farmhouse style, so that's why this tray is going to go on my coffee table once we're finished, so that's why we're doing this one specifically like this. While she's doing that, I'm going to go ahead and show you the hardware that we got for this tray. Again, we're trying to do these different things with products that you can get that are very inexpensive. You know, you don't want to spend a lot of money, so we're going to go ahead and show you this piece here is actually a drawer pull that I got from Lowe's, and they were only $1.49 a piece. So it's the Allen and Roth right there. So don't discount your local Lowe's for supplies that you might need, because for $3 we can get both of these handles for our tray, and when we're finished it's going to look like something that you probably can pay up to $40 for.
this wood is a little rough, I would suggest probably that a foam brush is not the best choice when your wood is really rough like this, because it is going to eat this brush up. So mid-paint, have to switch to an actual bristle brush in order to finish painting it out.
Foam brushes are good. They're nice and disposable, but they don't always work in all circumstances.
Yeah. And this is just a foam brush I got in a set from Dollar Tree. I mean, it's like 4 brushes for $1, and if for some reason I don't get all the paint out of it and I can't keep it, it's really, you know, no great loss because the investment was really low. I'll say too, given that this is raw wood, it's going to really soak up the paint. So once you get that basic base coat on, then you can come back in with another color if you want to. We're going to use this chalk Parisian Gray Home Decor Folk Art. Just these chalk paints are just still really, really popular. And I'm just going to put a little in my tray and kind of dry brush it over in little places. I'm going to kind of tap it into my tray, kind of work some of it off back into my tray, and just kind of loosely go over. And it's okay, I'm using the same brush, just kind of mixing it in a little with the white and coming through. You can do as much or as little as you want.
Yep.
Just kind of like that, get a little more, just very lightly touching it. Okay, so you can see we finished painting out our tray, and that paint really did a good job covering the black and hiding those words. We had a little bit of bleed through, but once we came back and put a little more detail, they're completely gone now. And we're going to put some hardware on. So we've got this first one down, and Allison's going to show you how easy it is to put the other one on.
So this was a softer wood. You know, if it was a little bit harder wood, you'd probably have to pre-drill the holes. But for this, I kind of just eyeballed it. I know that some of you might want to measure it out and make sure that it's perfect, but I kind of just eyeballed it and lined it up against this middle board here. And then I took my drill, and I'm just going to drill it down and just kind of hold it in and just go slow at first. All right, so now I got it down there. I'm just going to make sure it's nice and tight. Not too tight because we don't want to strip our screw.
But it will be a functional handle.
Yeah, and you know, great serving tray. All right, so there you go. So you can see, nice serving tray. You know, it feels sturdy. I think we could even serve breakfast on there if we wanted to. And the other things we're going to show you is that, you know, doing a tray like this, we showed you before on that smaller tray, but these were from Lowe's as well, 99 cents a piece. Just kind of laying these in there, and they don't quite fit, so we probably have to go back in and cut them to make them fit. We also found some of these peel and stick tiles at Dollar Tree. Kind of to suit it to your taste, but I really like this. This is my personal style. But then we also have these that we found at Dollar Tree that you could kind of put in there if you want to make it a little bit more colorful.
Cut it down and just lay it in.
Yep, cut it down and lay it in. And what's good about this, you don't have to stick it down. So if you want to put these tiles in here, you wanted to use this one, you could pull it out and then you could change it for what you liked. If you wanted to, you know, do something Christmassy or something like that later on. And then we are actually on this tray here, I like these words. So if we're gonna do it on the tray like that, this is from the Cricut. We cut that out and then we would take those words and kind of glue it down. So Jennifer's used to working with these letters on the Cricut. One thing we did want to show you, if you don't have a Cricut, we found these really neat words at Target.
In the Dollar
in the dollar spot. So if you don't have a Cricut and you wanted to put some words, you can get these again from the Target dollar spot. This one says Hello Spring. Great price. They were only $3 a piece, so not everybody's blessed to have a Cricut, but if you wanted to get that same effect and use something like this, again, go to Dollar Tree.
The rest of it to stay on the tray. And if you wanted to, you could go back over this with a little bit of sealer or something. If you were concerned about it, getting scratched or lifted. This vinyl that I'm using is actually made for window decals and stuff like that, so it should adhere pretty well and it should be pretty resistant. You should be able to wipe it and wash it and everything. And so, we just took this, again, this was a $6 tray. I think I told you these were $1.49 a piece, so $3. So for $9, we were able to remake this wall hanging into a really nice serving tray, coffee table tray, ottoman tray. And I've seen these, upwards of $40. You can custom, again, if you wanted to use the different words or you wanted to monogram it, if you do have a Cricut and want to do something like this. But I'm just really very pleased with how this turned out. I think it looks very high end and just for, what we were able to do. And then we'll show you again, you can style this one depending on your taste. Farmhouse, they like to use a lot of the metal here, and then the lemons are really big. Maybe put a bowl of lemons on there, something like that. Again, and then if you wanted to do something again for Easter, you could do that. But we're just really pleased, don't you think, how this turned out? Yes.
Just for that, turning that $9 that we spent into this $40 piece. I'm just really excited about it.
Me too. So this tray is the same concept. It's about half the size. It came from Hobby Lobby. It was a plain wooden tray, and we've painted it out. And we've tried to go a little contemporary by putting this gold edging on it. And we're gonna just put a few pieces on it. You can kind of see how you can style it out for your house. The size of this one, you could use it by the sink. You could use it on the back of your commode in your restroom, or pretty much anywhere. It'll take up less space, and so it can kind of be paired with a few more things. So we're gonna.
Yeah, and so these items we got here, they're all from the Dollar Tree, which is great if you're trying to find things to fill up your tray and you don't want to spend a lot of money. I even actually thought it'd be cute with this elephant that we got there to maybe paint the bottom of his feet, give him a little nail polish, and give him a little gold there to kind of go. But you could just set him on the tray. Again, Dollar Tree has a great succulents that you can get, and they've got little pots. They're so cute. They're really big right now. Another thing that we found again from the Dollar Tree, just here, just kind of set that on your tray. A lot of styles that we've seen that are trending in 2021 are going to be this blue, these teals. So if you're looking for something to get away from that modern or from that farmhouse look, you're going to want to do something like this. And then, you can go. You got these from Target, right?
Yes.
They were a box of them. Little.
And they were half price, so they were $5. And there was 10 pieces.
Yeah, vase fillers you could just kind of set on there, and just show you that. And they had a bunch, 12 pieces or 10 pieces in that set, so that's really good. You kind of move that around. It's just really to your taste, however you want that to look. Again, I think it's great for the toilet, something like that, or to put next to your kitchen sink, and you can maybe even put some of your cleaning products on there if you wanted to, along with your decorations. But that's just another way that you can do one of the trays.
And then we have another one that's also small like that one, but it's painted out the same way as the one that we did before. And so this one has the white with the gray accents. Again, this was another one of those little, there's $6 trays at Hobby Lobby, but they were 50% off, so it was only $3. So, and you can take it and change it out a lot of ways. Here I painted it out for a farmhouse, but if you like the metallics, Dollar Tree actually has these peel and stick little Wally things. And what I did was I took two and I cut them down so they would fit inside my tray. And you can actually use them as a liner. So if you wanted that metallic look, maybe you have a tray that's already farmhouse and you're looking to upscale it a little bit. And again, you could use the little, animals, you could use the succulents and then bring a few more of those metallic tones in. Or if you want to keep it the way that it is and just have it in the farmhouse style, you could even do a few things for the upcoming holidays. So we know that St. Patrick's Day is coming, spring is coming, and Easter. And so you could go and find a few things there. So I found this little sign for carrots at Hobby Lobby, which I thought was totally cute. And then I found some of this deco moss at Dollar Tree. And so I'm just gonna maybe put a little bit of this out and through the tray like this. Dollar Tree has these really cute carrots that come in a little package. And there's 6 of those in there for $1. I mean, you simply cannot beat that. So
and I think those are really, to me, a really great product that Dollar Tree had this year. And they don't look cheap. They look like, you would spend more money getting that at Hobby Lobby or something like that, and you get that right from Dollar Tree.
Yeah. I got this little guy from Hobby Lobby, and again, I got him when he was marked down, so he was only $1. And then if you want to, you can take a few of the succulents and kind of put them in again if that's something that you already have a lot of in your decor. If you want to switch it out, I know for the spring, lemons are really popular now. You could put some lemons down in the tray, not necessarily for Easter, but just maybe for something else, and just kind of switch it up. And this is the kind of thing that you can adapt as you go along. Once Easter is done, you can take all this out and you can just add just such a great variety of other things. Like I say, here's the lemons that are real popular this year. You can still leave the succulents. You can add some other potted plants. I mean, there's just so many options. It's really endless. And it's a good way to use some things that you already have and spend just a few dollars to update something that maybe you just is getting a little tired and old.
Yeah, and I think too, with this one here, if you didn't like the reindeer moss, you wanted to put down some lamb's ear or something like that, you can get those garlands, put it down. It's more to what your taste is. And, I love the lemons. I think that's really cute in the kitchen, and put that next to your sink again.
Yeah, and you could put your soaps here for your guests if you use it in the bathroom or something like that. And it's just a cute way to add just a little touch, and you can make it as personal as you want.
And those lemons, they came from IKEA, right?
These came from IKEA. It was a big container of them. And I want to say there was about 10 of them in there. I will not even butcher the IKEA name in trying to say it, but here's what they are. They also have limes, but I just bought the lemons. And I think they were somewhere between $5 and $7. So anyway, we hope that you've enjoyed our trays today. We'll be coming back and showing you the finished product on the large tray. We're going to do a couple more things with that, and we will leave some descriptions and directions for that as well. We hope you have a good day. Bye.
Bye.